Hi, my name is Gabriela Aleman, and I'm a organizer here in San Francisco's Mission District. I'm born and raised in this neighborhood, and my mom is a small business owner here. I've been organizing since I was a teenager. I'm 25 years old now, and my day job is working at a community center, leading their community engagement department. And during this public health crisis, I, along with some of my colleagues, my family, other small business owners, organizers, and just cultural workers here in the neighborhood, we've come together to form a coalition called Mission Meals. And through Mission Meals, we've been able to connect trans Latinas, undocumented, elderly, single mothers, and recent arrivals, primarily Central American recent arrivals, to food because they don't have access to government or local nonprofit community resources. And most recently, we've been facing an influx of seniors who frequent the mission, come to their community centers, their organizations. This is their community. But because they live outside of the zip code, or they live like right outside San Francisco, they can't access food. At Mission Meals, we don't believe that anyone's zip code should be a reason why they can't access a basic human right. So we've been organizing, and through a lot of support from within our network, we've been able to fundraise now upwards to $10,000. And I'm still counting, because donations are the reason why we are still able to do this work, and we'll be able, hopefully, to continue this work until the end of May. So we're constantly fundraising because we do not get any government support. We don't get any nonprofit support. And we currently also don't do that because, as someone who does work in the nonprofit sector, a lot of funding has its restrictions. So there's a lot of times a lot of government and grant aid and support that a lot of nonprofits get that has restrictions related to who gets served in terms of like their zip code in the city. And that's why also Mission Meals existed, because even working right now at one, there's just so many unfortunately institutional barriers for especially our undocumented and elderly community members to access food. And so every Wednesday we're receiving in-kind donations. We subsidize the grocery bags through donations that we've received with other essentials. And because the majority of our community we're serving are Latinx and a small portion are API, we make sure that rice, frijoles, beans, tortillas, eggs, and milk are at the base of what they receive. And then through in-kind donations, we provide vegetables, meat, and fruit, and many times canned goods to just supplement a week's worth of nutritious food. And one of the reasons why we also exist is because even though a lot of food pantries have become open food pantries, meaning that you don't need to show ID, a lot of folks that we're serving now have gone, but they're finding themselves in a lot of just commuting to an open food pantry, facing a lot of difficulty to follow the social distancing recommendations. And when they do sometimes receive resources, it's not enough for the average family of 5 for 7 days. And so that's where we come in, and we connect with them and provide them the resources they need. And then every Sunday, we're conducting meal distributions through deliveries. And all of our deliveries are done through volunteers who have experience in community work, and our case managers, and just are very well versed in the nature of our work. And the majority of the meals go to our elderly, a lot of folks in encampments, and people living in SROs or hotels who may not have access to refrigeration or a fridge. So that's a little bit of the work we do, and a little bit about myself. So yeah, thank you.